Big D here. I've been asked questions a lot about what you need to be able to do to succeed out here. And one of the big things I find is that you have to be able to drive long distances, get very little sleep, and turn around and do it again. I'll give you an example. 1,300 mile drive from up in Wisconsin down into the south. I get there, unload about 3 o'clock in the morning. At about 8 o'clock, I'm getting another call to go 1,200 miles. Yeah, I got 5 hours. Well, really 4 hours sleep. I get up there, get another 3 or 4 hours, drive another 800 miles. Get another 3 or 4 hours sleep, drive another 600-700 miles. That's what you have to do out here to win. You have to be able to turn and burn. Now, I'm not saying drive past your capabilities, but the reason I'm bringing it up is very simple. Is expediting for you? The people who make money out here and succeed do this. Alan does it. Ray does it. I do it. We also relocate. And my one video, the last one, was about when you relocate and it doesn't work. But it works a lot of the times. And what I mean by relocating, I'm doing that now. I'm not giving people where I'm going anymore because guess what? You're all going there thinking, well, it worked for me, it's going to work for you. That's not necessarily true, folks. What works for us here at Barrett may not work for you. Why? We have direct customers, direct accounts. What works for Bolt doesn't always work for us. What works for Load 1 may not work for us. You have to know your carrier. And most of you don't keep records. Records are vital. Deadhead miles, relocate miles, how many loads you have, how many miles, all of that. You got to keep these numbers. That tells you how you're doing. Where you picked up at, where you dropped off at. You can pin them in your phone. You can go back and look. Gee, I'm in this area. Do we do well? Have I done well in the area? No. You've got to communicate to your dispatch. I'll give you an example. You're in Birmingham. You pull in, there's 6 vans ahead of you. Why are you going to sit there? You like Birmingham? Well, sit there. Me, I'm moving. I'm either going to go over towards Atlanta or I'm going to go up to Memphis because there's not really too many other places to go. And that's where most people are going to go. But I'm going to find out before I go if there's 6 of our vans in Birmingham. How many do I have in Atlanta? Oh, there's 4 over there. I'll be 5th out. How about Memphis? Oh, there's 1 there. I'm going to Memphis. Why? I have a better chance of getting out. Well, you're going to have to drive. Well, the van doesn't move itself. I'm driving 350 miles to relocate now. Because where I'm going, we do very well. So, you've got to be able to relocate. I got a few hours sleep, up and going. Duncan at Expediting Travels, good channel to watch, Expediting Travels. Duncan said it best yesterday. If you haven't been out here, get in a vehicle, a van preferably, drive at 800 miles, get 3 or 4 hours sleep, and get up and drive home. See if you can actually drive it. I like to drive. Does that mean down to the corner of Walmart and back, or is that around the corner, 20, 30 miles and back? It's not what we do here, folks. If that's what you want to do, be a courier. But over the road, ain't going to work. You need to know what you're actually capable of doing. If you're not capable of it, don't come out here. We ask you to do research constantly. Do your research. And yet, every day, we see drivers come out here, and they buy vans. And I actually had this happen. I bought a Sprinter van. Now, yes, you're going to get someone make the smart answer that there are Sprinters, and there's ProMasters, and there's Transits, and there's actually the NVs from Nissan too, if you want to go that route. When we use the term Sprinter van, we're not saying the Mercedes. Sprinter van is a load board classification. It encompasses the Mercedes, the Dodge ProMaster and the Transit. That's a Sprinter van. So if we tell you to buy the biggest, the tallest, the longest you can get, don't come and show us a picture of you in a Transit low top, short body, and say, I bought a Transit van. No, you bought a cargo van. That's what it is. So understand what you're even buying. If you don't know the difference, don't come out here. If you don't know what the rates should be and what you should be getting paid, don't come out here. Because all you're going to do is become part of the problem, driving rates down and failures. We see it all the time. It's like a revolving door. I was talking to Alan, other videos you watch, Everything Apex. I'm sending you the videos of people who actually know the business and succeed. I'm not going to send you to a channel of people, who are no longer out here, for one. They failed. If they're not in the business, they failed. I mean, there's one I'm not even going to talk about. The guy was all over the place, and he never made really any money. And he had thousands of followers, and I just shook my head. Here's a guy who really talks big but doesn't know anything. Nice guy, but you have to know what you're doing out here. So that being said, these videos are to try to help you become a better driver, also help you know what to do when you get here, when you run into these circumstances. We had someone say that, yes, you guys make big money, but you're not willing to share how you do it. Well, actually, we are. We're telling you exactly how we do it. Now, unfortunately, you got to take what we teach you and apply it to where you're at. I can tell you where Barrett is strong, but that doesn't mean Bolt is. It doesn't mean Panther is. It doesn't mean Load 1 is, or C&M, or V3, or XPO. They come in those areas and do terrible. Then again, there's areas they're strong in, we go into, and we do terrible. It's carrier specific. And the reason being is, well, each carrier has its own list of dedicated accounts. So that's why some people do good in Birmingham, where I never do. We don't have, I don't think, any dedicated accounts there, probably. But that being said, you have to know this. You got to keep records. You got to know what you're doing out here. You got to know when to relocate. If you're 5th, 6th in line, and they're getting 1 or 2 vans out a day, you want to sit there 3 or 4 days, or do you want to spend $20, move into a place where you might get out the next day or the same day and start making money again? You're going to have to invest money to make it. And that's why we tell you relocating is crucial to succeed in this business. So is time management. In other words, you pull into a truck stop, you get out and socialize and have a great time and slap each other on the back, and that's fine and dandy. I pull into a truck stop, I go to bed. I'm relocating. I stopped last night for a few hours, got some sleep. I have Allen's in front of me, so I don't need to bust ass to get there. So I'll get there at about noon, and what am I going to do? I'm going to bed. Well, I could get a late night, an all-nighter. I have to be rested for that. You got to learn to get your sleep. If you're at a pickup and they tell you it's not going to be ready for 4 or 5 hours, or you're waiting for your dispatcher to call you back, go to bed. Put your phone there, go to bed. As far as the place you're picking up, well, you figure it's not going to be ready for about 4 hours. I'll check back in 3. Here's my number. Call me if it gets ready any sooner. I'll be right outside. Just call me. I'll come right in. Or come out and knock on the van. You take down your number, you go out and go to bed. Utilize the time when you have it. Don't sit there and tell me, I can't take another load because, I didn't get any sleep. You had opportunities to get it. You didn't take it. I don't sleep very well in the day. You're going to learn to. You have to. So, don't want this video to go on too long, but to know when to relocate. Know when to relocate. And know why you're actually doing it. Does it work every time? My last video showed you it didn't. But here I am doing it again. Now, I'm not doing as far in miles, but I'm still relocating because I know it's crucial to succeed. You need to learn that lesson. So do your research, watch those other 2 channels, watch every video you can, ask questions before you come out here. If you have any questions or comments, leave below. I will answer them. Like and subscribe. Share the video. If you don't like the video, share it to somebody you don't like. You all have a great day. This is Big D telling you that you too can make money expediting.